Hi, ladies and Mike. Welcome to Acoustic Week. I'm really excited to get to do this with the five of us. That sounds like a lot of people, but it's going to be pretty stripped down. Hope on acoustic guitar, Mike on bass, me on piano, and Hope, me, Aaron, and Brenda on vocals. So it's going to be a great week. I'm really excited. I apologize for how late this video is coming out. I honestly have not had a chance to sit down and take a chunk of time and figure out what we're going to do with these songs, because I did want to be intentional about it, not just listen to the original tracks and then try to make those acoustic in the moment. So I've attached a couple of YouTube links to the plan. Let's step through each song and I'll tell you more about those. So we kick off this week with Only King Forever. It is in the key of E, and Hope is going to lead us on that one. Hope, I'd love for you to drive that on guitar, kind of like you hear in the YouTube video. So there is a YouTube link now attached to our plan of a female version, and that version on YouTube is not super exciting. It's just to give you an example, but we're going to make it exciting. It just gives you another idea of how it's going to feel. I'm starting it now because let's talk about vocals. Let me pause that for just a second. So, Hope, yeah, drive that on guitar. I'll cover those piano licks. Mike, through any of these songs, I kind of trust you to figure out what you think is going to sound good. So you come in where you feel like it's right. We'll see how it goes tomorrow night, and if we need to adjust, we will. Let's see. So, let's talk vocals real quick. Brenda, I was thinking you could grab the lower harmony on that one, and Aaron, you grab that higher harmony. So that would be something like this. Foundation hasn't fallen. The name of Jesus. Okay, here we go. So Brenda, the lower, I'll start with that one. We trust the name of Jesus. Here we go. You are the only King forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever, forevermore. You are victorious. You are the only King forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever, forevermore. You are victorious. So there you go, and you do something very similar in the bridge. I'm going to let you figure that out. If you don't hear it, let me know, and we'll figure that out tomorrow night. So that's Only King Forever. Let's go about that one that way, and then let's move on to Let It Be Jesus. We're doing this one in the key of G, and Brenda's going to lead us. I did not post a YouTube link for this one. Chris Tomlin does have an acoustic version. It's not in the right key, so I didn't have what I needed to rip it off YouTube and put it in the right key, so I just didn't post the link. But if you'd like to go out there and listen to it, it's his Love Ran Red version. Hope and Mike, I really like the instrumentation of this better than trying to kind of do our own instrumentation. The piano's more laid back. It's still very much piano driven, although Hope, the acoustic guitar is right in there with it. So give it a listen and kind of see pattern-wise how they're playing that. Let me think, what else instrumentation-wise? Oh, arrangement. Why don't we plan, in the original track, they do the bridge, they do a chorus, and then they kind of drop out and come back in. We're probably not going to come back in, because when you're doing acoustic versions, that can make it just feel super long. Let's see how it feels when we rehearse it tomorrow night, but that's the plan. We'll probably cut it a little short. Mike, this is a suggestion, but again, I trust you to figure out what you think feels best. I could hear you coming in with some higher octave stuff on the second verse and then kind of drop into something lower maybe on that next chorus. But totally up to you. If you hear something different, you go for it. I'm going to plan to take the lower harmony with Brenda, and Aaron, why don't you go ahead and take the higher harmony. So real quick, let me pull that up. And let's listen. Okay, so the lower, this would be me. For me, to live is Christ. That's me. So Aaron's for me, to live is Christ. God, bring me on. And to live is Christ. For me, and to live is Christ. You're like green, you made above everything. So I wouldn't do that high part twice. You feel that out. Somewhere in that range is what I was thinking for you, and I'll sing lower and blend with you. So we'll plan on that for Let It Be Jesus. That's about it. There really isn't a whole lot on that one. We're gonna own it and make it our own. It's gonna be great. All right, Cornerstone. I'm really excited about this one. We're doing this in the key of G, and Aaron's going to lead us. There is a YouTube link attached to Planning Center, and it's a version that Hillsong does, an acoustic version with a guy and a girl. It's the girl that sings Oceans. Hold on, I just totally drew a blank. Okay. So this is why I love this one. They keep it quiet the whole time. We always do Cornerstone the same way. We build it just like the track. Even when we do it acoustically, we kind of do it the same way. So I'd love to try something different this time. Our people love to sing this song. They sing so loud when we do this song. So I think it's going to be really a precious moment to create that space to hear their voices throughout that whole song, because they know it. And kind of keep it low key and just kind of let that worship flow. It's going to be an awesome, awesome moment. Okay, so what that means, Aaron, is that you technically don't ever jump up an octave like they do in the original version of the song. You kind of keep it down in your lower range. And we have two options on this song. We can do it exactly like they do on the YouTube link. Brenda, I was thinking you could be the other primary vocal and basically be the man. So if we do it the way they do on that YouTube link, Brenda, you would sing his part, Aaron, you would sing the girl's part, and they flip-flop who's leading. So that basically the girl kind of grabs that higher harmony, and it creates that dynamic that feels like you're building the song. Even though she's jumping to a harmony, it sounds like she's singing higher and kind of feels natural. Or option 2 would be that, Aaron, you could stay on that the melody line. You don't have to flip-flop back and forth, and Brenda can just sing the harmony. And do those higher harmonies as they come about. So let's see how that feels tomorrow night. I know you don't have a lot of time to figure out what you want to do. We'll just feel it out, and we'll work on it tomorrow night. Give that a listen and see what you think. So that's that one. This Beautiful Life, which is the setup song. We're going to do that in the key of A, and I'm going to lead it. You can use the pitch shifted track that's on Planning Center. It's already kind of acoustic-y, so there really wasn't another version to post. So we're all part of this one. There's a lot of opportunity here, and I'm excited about it. Brenda and Aaron, there are oohs almost throughout the whole song. They start on the second verse. Give that a listen. They're really soft and kind of ethereal. Ben's probably not going to be able to create that effect, so think about where you're singing on your mic, maybe pulling back a little bit and just keeping that real soft and steady and blending with each other really well. That's going to be a good exercise because we don't get to do that very often. And I will plan to record those for you. If you can't hear them, they're kind of hard to hear. I'll plan to do some sort of recording. It won't be before tomorrow night, but it'll be something you can work with prior to Sunday, so you can hear those oohs over and above the lead line and kind of practice that part where it's separated and it's easy to hear. Hope is going to grab the primary harmony, which it sounds like it comes in on verse 3, Hope. If you hear that anywhere else and you want to grab it, please do. That's fine with me. They don't sing a whole lot anywhere else, and it's beautiful. So if you hear it, feel free to just sing wherever you hear it. And then we get to the bridge with the big O's, and I'm thinking that Brenda and Aaron, why don't you pick up the harmonies on the O's, and Hope, just sing in unison with me. I think that'll be a good, for the two of us to kind of come together and start singing in unison, and Brenda and Aaron's oohs to grow into these big O's. I think that's going to be a really pretty way to do that. Here's where we're going to make this our own. On the very, very end, where he sings this beautiful life, and then there's this little piano outro. We're going to sing that. We're going to do that outro because I like how it completes the song. I think to leave it hanging at that point, it's just going to feel kind of awkward. So why don't you keep playing guitar just like they do on the track? I'm going to sing what you hear as the piano part, and Brenda and Aaron, I'm going to let you find some harmonies there with me. So it basically goes something like this. Oh, went too far. We are going to resolve it like that. Ooh. They don't resolve it on the track. It hangs on that note right before that last note. I want it to feel complete. I want it to end so that when we move on to the message, it feels like we've finished the song. So let's plan to do it like that. I think that's going to be nice. We'll keep those oohs really soft at the end too. And the three of us can blend really well together, and that'll be really pretty, I think. And that's it. After that, we're done. There's no closing song this week, so we get to go out and hear the message and kind of enjoy the end of the service without having to run backstage, and I'm looking forward to it. I will see you tomorrow night, Tuesday, at 6:30. We'll do a small devotional, and then we will kick off. Try your best to be there at 6:30 so we can do that devotional together, because I do want to make sure I get you out of there at a pretty decent hour. So, hope you have a great day tomorrow. Again, I'm so sorry this came so late, and I will see you at 6:30 tomorrow night.